but way back, I just saw Superman. The new Superman. It's a complex tapestry. Blends in a lot of modern day communication, how people communicate, how different people are, you name it. I guess it's James Gunn, is it? I was taken, I was invited, and I watched it, and it was interesting, and I can't say I liked it. It's one of those things where you don't really like something or dislike it. So we did a movie prior to. We did 2 workouts. Went for a walk, trained at TRX in the park. Then came back home and did a little more exercise. And then now I'm cooking some Angus beef, and we're walking. We're doing some indoor walking. There's always room for indoor walking. People might think it's weird, but they're sitting on their ass looking at their screen. Indoor walking does it. If you got 10 paces to go one way, 10 paces the other way, you can burn a lot of calories. You can ramp up your metabolism. And ultimately, when you get doing this, like I got to tell you, I've been on carnivore again for 24 days solid, and you start to feel more fatigue than anything. You begin to remember what made it work in the first place, and there's several stages of adaptation that one goes through. We are walking, training. I got a supplement today. We've been doing this one. Been doing this supplement 4 days in now at a higher amount. I'm doing above 7,000 milligrams. I'll probably take even more today. And then I just started on some nitric oxide. It's a really good supplement. And we're also doing Long Jack, Tomcat Ali, and then of course super dosing with vitamin C. I'm going to take a little more of this in as well. So we're doing a walk, and we're cooking some Angus beef. Just watched Superman. I had a pretty big response to that because I walked in during the live stream. We put a little olive oil on here. I'll probably do a little, where's it at? I put the Bragg's inside the refrigerator here. It's got the EVOO olive oil mayo dressing. Good stuff. Got the amino acids. My appetite's really dropped back quite a bit. You got that turned down pretty well. And then we just go back into a walk. If you can get 10 paces going one way, 10 paces the other way, you can make a little workout out of it. So I did 2 workouts today, and I did some walking. I did a couple miles walking, did 1 outdoor. If you want to look that up, it's the TRX workout that I did. And then I did a body weight workout where I was just doing pull-ups, bar dips. God, what else was I doing? Leg raises, and push-ups. Sometimes I just want to do that, even if I have a TRX and I have a myriad of different exercises available to me. I like to go old school. So we're on day 24 of Keto Carnivore. Why do I do it? Because it works for me. It works really well. Most people wouldn't believe that I got as lean as I did. Look it up. Look up my 3 most recent videos. And I admit that I left to go see that movie with my kids kind of prematurely. I was thinking, should I eat something? And I thought, I just don't have the appetite. So we're just taking 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C, staying on the orthomolecular nutrition plan, right? And we also want to do some of this 40,000 volt mineral supplement. It's got boron and magnesium. We do it throughout the day. Do it throughout the day. Just get a little water in there. Mix it up. Let's get this supplement going. I'm trying to do like a higher dose of this week. I'm gonna be also using these night vision goggles. Let me get this. Why don't I do the dishes? Because every time I do the dishes, my son messes every single one of them up. And within a day, so I just leave them. I make sure to keep it clean. I keep the soap going through there. I think maybe 3,000 milligrams is enough. And I don't play that game. Like, I'm not such a neat freak that I need to overly focus in. So down there, those are my sardines. These are my son's sardines. These are my son's bags of rice. I may work out with that 20-pound bag of rice there. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh yeah, look at that weird ass shit coming out of there. Okay, so I like to burn the shit out of. Are you like me? Do you like to burn it or do you like it? Don't tell me you like it rare. But this is Angus. And I've gone down from eating several patties to just having one. I get satiated after less. So I'm actually going to turn that off, right? And then just leave it in there and get back into my walk. You have to steal this time away, and even saying stealing time, it's like, why would you have to steal time from getting things done that are very important, which is your health? So if you've ever tasted this just with water, it tastes like milk. Like, you literally think you're tasting milk. The boron, the magnesium. Yep. So we're on trimethylglycine. That was about 10,000, 11,000 milligrams for the whole day. It's not even that late yet. Depending on how long I have this place, I'm going to be doing hopefully about 3 miles indoors. I walked almost 1,600 miles indoors. I posted all my results up. I already walked outside. I did a video with that. Went to the park, worked out with TRX. So you can't say, oh, that's weird. This is just extra now. This is extra. Did 2 workouts. I'm open to giving advice on fitness to people. I know what to avoid and what not to say, and where I should resource or reference out to health professionals. I worked as a professional fitness trainer, high-level tier 3 coach for Equinox. I got hired in with a master trainer. When I would go in and get hired for other places, I would get hired at or near the highest level, because I had so many certifications. And any test that they had, I would go in and usually ace that, just to get in there. And then there's only one time when I cheated on something, and it's honestly, when you cheat, it's something you just never forget. And when you lapse your character, when you lapse on your own character, and you go against principles, you can never know your own principles better than when you deceive yourself. And you've got to wonder, is that what this world is? Is it made for you to deceive yourself, to know that, wow, there's something else operating within me and around me that has nothing to do with the real me? And you really are, I think you're supposed to get to a place where you outgrow the idea or the ideology of a self, right? A separate self, a selfish separate self. So I'll tell you, my my core feels really solid. I do this one exercise called rollouts. So I'll be grabbing the TRX and I'll roll out, and it's using my transverse abdominis, some of my hip flexors, the psoas. Not everyone has a psoas minor. We all have a psoas major, but there are some people, and as well as a calcaneus. There's a different type of assistive length and connective tissue with certain people, where their calcaneus is capable of doing more jumping and more load explode type of more performance oriented exercises. So there are genetic differences and changes with people culturally, and in my opinion, that just adds to the awesomeness of epigenetics, right? What we're put through, but then you get into engineering, right? And how most of that came about through the suppression and long histories of people's having to do certain things, right? It's like you only do it if you have to do it. You have to start choosing to do it. Not because I said so. You don't have to do anything, but look at the state of the world, you know? So what I'll probably end up doing with this Angus beef is I'll probably just be doing a little mayo on top. Damn, that looks pathetic, but it's good. It's a lot tastier than, I don't know, does that look good to you? Yeah. That's the way I like it. That's the way I like it cooked beef. I like it cooked to heck. All right. We're going to get a little wok while we cool that down. Then we're going to add a little bit of the mayonnaise in there, right? But this mayonnaise, in case you didn't see, the olive oil, high omega-3 mayonnaise, right? High level omegas. I mean, I'm sure you could get better mayonnaise, but that's a far better choice than the seed oil, you know, mayonnaise for the first thing that you choose. And it's probably one of the cheaper versions of EVOO, right? Who's that? Bobby approved? It's probably not Bobby approved. But I don't think Bobby is Bobby approved. What do you think? Think Bobby's Bobby approved? I don't like those abs. I don't like that face. Like, it's not to put him down. I don't think any of us really approve of ourselves, right? And I think it comes down to just doing more action, being able to not perform for other people, right? That's what is being billed and sold, and then it confuses people when you use that term. But performance as in what you do, right? A point I used to make a long time ago that's kind of boring. It's just like, Jesus isn't looking at his abs, right? If he was, he wouldn't be Jesus. He'd be just the opposite. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Superman, right? So there was like this whole bizarro twin in Superman. I guess James Gunn was really getting into that whole thing. And even like so there's so many things to unpack and talk about with that, right? Where do you start? I mean, you start out with the dog. The movie literally starts with the dog. I actually filmed 15 seconds of that opening scene. And the dog, some people find annoying, but it was integrated and built in to people's relationships, even more so how they would prioritize the dog, right? Have you seen Superman? What do you think about Superman, right? Gorilla Tag I don't know what that is. Yeah, Superman wasn't the best movie, but it wasn't the worst. And it was almost like these movies are almost anti-movie. You know what I mean? Like it's like pretty soon it's going to be like, why are you sitting here on your ass? Why are you sitting here watching this movie that's portraying a life when you have a life and you're wasting it right here and you wasted all your money in this movie? It's time to get your ass up and go work out or go write your own story or just go meditate and be alone, you know? We always have people we're worried about. Right? All right, so I'm gonna say that's a live stream. Just wanted to show that I did a few live streams today. I think I did 4. And I think I'm going to try and get my hands on some batteries and do some night vision goggle beach stuff where I'm using the night vision goggles and trying to capture some things that otherwise shouldn't be there.